So, I usually don't do videos like this. So, yeah, we're just gonna start it now. Today, guys, we are doing my top 10 favorite rappers of all time. This is not any skill-wise list, because skill-wise list, there's a lot of great rappers, and I feel like it's kind of from like 1 to 50, honestly, is very controversial because there's underrated rappers out there that are probably way better than the Drakes and probably Eminem, but I want to do it based off of my thing and my favorite rappers. And let me know in the comments of what your favorite rappers after you watch this video, or even while you're watching this video, what your thoughts are on these rappers that I mentioned. So before we get started, I'm gonna get into some honorable mentions. These two rappers, I like them a lot, but they just didn't really make the list for me. First of all, we got Kid Laroi. I really do love his music. I love his voice. It's recently, he hasn't really been making songs that I like Stay and all those, but he's been making more like pop and like happy hits, and like, you know, it's kind of gone away from his usual things. So that's why. Another honorable mention is Jack Harlow. I do love him to death. I feel like he's gonna reach this list within the next couple months, and I honestly think he'll reach a skill list. He's very up and coming, and he's going really crazy right now. I think the reason that it kind of dropped for me is his album. His album wasn't all too good, but it was pretty good. It just wasn't like this banger album that I was like, yes, I gotta put him in my top 10 type of thing. Number 10, we got Polo G. Polo G, I love his singing voice. I love his new song called Distractions. Probably one of my favorite songs right now. Really, it's just Polo G has just been hitting home for me, and I feel like a lot of people underrate his lyrics. Like, he's kind of fairly rated just for the fact of how popular he is and how many people like him, but it's just really, there's a lot of, like he even said in Distractions, they still discredit my talent, and I feel like that's what a lot of people do with him, along with many other rappers, but definitely him, he's definitely up there. But a lot of people are going to hate this one. It's going to be Dax for me. I've been listening to Dax since I was at my childhood. I wasn't really into mainstream rap, and I'm still not really into mainstream rap, and you guys are seeing this list. I'm more of like a lyrical rapper, and I feel like Dax, yes, sometimes he has his moments where it's just like, you're saying nothing, but you're just trying to act like you're saying something type of thing. But Dax is definitely like skilled. He's definitely skilled. You Should Have Known goes hard. Joker goes hard. Gotham goes hard, and that has a message behind it. Dear God, I loved his new album. I love the song Revelations. It's all, he's very good, and he's very multi-talented. I feel like he can do a lot, and I feel like if he keeps going the way he goes, I think he's gonna be up there in top 10 rappers. Number 8, we got Tory Lanez. Now, Tory Lanez just kind of fell off when it comes to numbers, but that man still goes hard. I love his, when he dropped the album called Daystar, that was with after Megan Thee Stallion, the whole entire thing that happened with him. I really love that album, especially the song Jokes on Me. That just song that I love. As you can see, I do like singers, but I also love rappers, and I feel like Tory can kind of do both, especially in that Shook remix. I do feel like sometimes though he does be just saying words that rhyme, but other than that, I do respect Tory full-heartedly, and I feel like he's a great rapper. So yeah. Number 7, I know some of y'all gonna hate this one. It's Eminem. Now, the reason why I put him at number 7, now if we were talking about skill, I got M at number 1. However, I do feel like there's a lot of rappers out there that probably could beat M. Who knows? But I feel like M, when it comes to showing it, M has showed it that he can pretty much do anything, and he's a very skilled rapper. And that's why he's kind of up in the list too. But that's a part of it. But then also, you know, I listened to a couple of his songs, but I wasn't one who like really listened to him, and I still don't listen to him as much. I just respect his greatness because I've heard some of his songs. I'm like, wow, this guy's really amazing. And even like before, I feel like Eminem has done a lot for rap, and still to this day, pretty much is the same way that he is. You put anybody against M, I feel like M beats them. But I respect every rapper. So. At number 6, I got Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD is one of my favorite rappers because I used to listen to him a lot. However, since his passing, it was kind of hard to really like him to push out those songs that he wanted, obviously. So it's kind of pretty much been to where the songs are okay, I guess, and I don't like his new stuff, so that's kind of dropped me off of Juice WRLD. And but still, Juice WRLD, I feel like he's a wide range variety. However, I do feel like sometimes he does just be saying some, like other rappers do, sometimes they just be saying stuff that doesn't really like flow together. They just say stuff that rhymes and people think that it's good, but still, I feel like I do respect him. I feel like he's a very good freestyler, very good rapper, very good singer, very good song maker. So he's definitely up there. If he was to still be living, he would be up there with top 3, top 5 of all time. But he's just not. I send condolences to his family. I hope his family's okay. So yeah, moment of silence. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 5, we got Logic. Now, I could listen to Logic pretty much all day. He's got a lot of songs. I feel like a lot of people don't like him because he says that he's biracial. But me being a biracial person myself, I am black and Hispanic. I really do see his point in that. I get it, you know, maybe he says this a little bit too much, but still, I feel like Logic is a very skilled rapper. That's why Eminem wouldn't be on this track if he wasn't. I feel like he kind of gets in the oomph a little bit more sometimes. So yeah, Logic, number 5. Number 4, I got Joyner Lucas. I've been listening to Joyner Lucas as long as I've been listening to Dax and Logic, pretty much. Joyner, I feel like now he's, you know, he's pushing out a little bit too much, so it's kind of like quality over quantity type of thing. But Joyner's definitely still got it. I feel like he's kind of pushed away from his old rap, but I loved his ADHD album and the albums before that. And really, ADHD kind of hit home because, you know, I have ADHD myself, but still, like, Joyner, I feel like he can do a lot of things. Pretty much singing, he's done a lot, and he also can really tell you a story through his songs. If you've seen that Ramen and OJ and all that, and I really do love his style, his rap, the way he can do rap, the way he can flow differently. The thing that doesn't really push me, number 1 for Joyner, is that he kind of switched it up mid-level, you know, and he kind of just like took a turn to where he kind of, what he was saying before, he kind of went away from it, you know. But other than that, I feel like Joyner, he's still really good. Y'all should check him out if you don't know. At number 3, we got Drake. Now you're
Drake. Drake.
Now you're probably wondering,
where's Kanye? Where's Jay-Z? Where's all
I really didn't like listen to them. I was kind of like never into mainstream music. So at the time that other people were listening to them, I wasn't, you know, type of thing. So like that's why I got Drake on here, because I just started recently more listening to him, and I also heard a lot of his hits, even if I wasn't listening to mainstream. One Dance, I loved it. You know, I loved all his singing songs. I loved the CLB album, but then I also loved his turn up songs like Money in the Grave. I also just loved his rapping songs. I feel like Drake, a lot of times people forget that he has a very lyrical thing, and I think he showed that in Church Showdowns too, that he still got it. But Drake is, if you listen to him, he's very lyrical, and I don't even need to tell you who Drake is. So like, yeah, Drake is just Drake, and I feel like Drake has always been Drake. So Drake is just Drake, and Drake, okay? Drake, number 3. And number 2, we got the one, the only J. Cole. I could listen to J. Cole all day, all day. I love a whole bunch of his songs. He's got classics on classics on classics, kind of like Drake does. I can listen to Drake all day too, but J. Cole literally has stuff like all around. Like, man, Middle Child, he could turn up, or he can get in a little bit of a sad mood. He could, but I also loved his album. What was it called now? Now I forget what it was called. The Off Season. That's what it was. The Off Season. The Off Season, I really did love the album. I feel like a lot of the songs, he just was really great. I don't know why a lot of people didn't have them featured on their album. I don't know if he just didn't want to or anything like that. But yeah, I just really like, I do love J. Cole a lot. And number 1, I got NF. Now, a lot of people do not like NF because they see him as a mini Eminem. But I've been listening to NF growing up, coming from a Christian household, and that was kind of like one of the only rappers I was allowed to listen to. So like NF kind of grew on me, and NF kind of showed me how to be more of a, you know, from a lyricist standpoint type of rapper. And I feel like a lot of people underrate him just because of the fact that he's underground, he doesn't curse, and like he's just too real for the mainstream. But I feel like people need to put some respect on NF, and I really do love NF with all of my heart. And I hope one day I'll get to make a song with him. But NF number 1, because just the impact that he's made really on my life. So all right, well, I hope you guys did love this video. I know I missed out a lot of artists like Kendrick Lamar, and a whole bunch of other ones. Jay-Z, you know, I love them too. I've started listening to them more and more now just to get into more of the hip-hop culture. But these are my top 10 favorite rappers right now. Also, shout out to Hobson. I did not put you in the top 10 list because you haven't really like dropped, but I feel like if you were consistently dropping, you'll be number 1, because at one point you overtook NF, and that's a very high statement for you to do. So yeah, shout out to Hobson. But hops in, but he just needs to drop a little bit more. I'll put his link in the description to his channel so y'all can go check him out. I also put a couple other rappers in this link if you guys don't know them. Make sure you comment below your top 10 list and if you agree with this list and what you think of these rappers. Before you go, I do got an announcement to make. I got something coming up. It's called Change. If you're still here, thank you. I got something coming up, a song called Change. It is dropping not this Friday, but next Friday, June 24th. So I can't wait till you guys see it. I will put a preview at the end of this video. There's also going to be a lyric video out, and I'm working on a music video right now. So I hope you guys really enjoy that song, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, do all that. I really love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Andrew K, man. Man, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, you say you love me, but I do not feel the same. If you want me for me, then you be taking all the pain. Can't cost me out your book, cause you can't even spell my name. Never thought that it would change. Got me thinking of the girls that for out and the money.